Arctic Shadow War. Nuclear submarine, electromagnetic railgun, 40 miles from Alaska. 2 American attack subs hunting in silence. Underwater warfare just evolved. Bering Sea, 40 nautical miles southwest of Dutch Harbor, Alaska. 0312 hours, 800 feet below surface. USS Seawolf, SSN-21, latest generation attack submarine, detects unusual acoustic signature. Low-frequency hum, electromagnetic interference, something new, something dangerous. Commander Sarah Chen studies the sonar display. Contact bearing 315, range 12,000 yards, submerged, moving at 6 knots, depth approximately 750 feet. The sonar operator fine-tunes the passive arrays. "Ma'am, this signature doesn't match anything in our database. It's definitely submarine. But the electromagnetic signature is off the charts." This is what U.S. Pacific Fleet has been hunting for 6 months. Intelligence reports indicated China developing underwater railgun, electromagnetic projectile weapon that works submerged, fires kinetic penetrators at hypersonic speed through water, no explosives, no propellant, pure electromagnetic acceleration, and they just activated it 40 miles from American territory. Commander Chen opens secure acoustic link to COM subpack. Extremely low frequency communication. Slow, secure, undetectable. Subpack Seawolf. Contact designated Master 1. Chinese Type 095 nuclear attack submarine. Confirm unusual electromagnetic emissions consistent with railgun system. Maintaining trail. U.S. Submarine Forces Pacific responds within 20 minutes. Seawolf, USS Connecticut, SSN-22, is en route your position. ETA 3 hours. Maintain contact. Do not engage unless fired upon. Observe and report. 2 Los Angeles-class attack submarines against 1 Chinese Type 095. Good odds. But if that railgun works underwater, the odds change dramatically. Traditional torpedoes travel at 50 knots. Railgun projectiles travel at Mach 7, even through water, even at depth. Physics-defying technology that changes everything. NavyFirestorm asks, can railgun fire underwater? A. No, water stops projectile. B. Yes, but limited range. C. Yes, with supercavitation technology. Answer is C. Commander Chen maneuvers Seawolf into trail position, 8,000 yards behind the Chinese submarine, outside counter-detection range, silent running, 5 knots speed, matching target's course and depth. This is what attack submarines do. Shadow, track, prepare to kill, but don't reveal presence until necessary. The Chinese Type 095 submarine continues northwest, heading deeper into Bering Sea, away from Alaska. But the electromagnetic emissions continue. Cycling pattern, charging, discharging, testing. This isn't weapons test. This is operational calibration. They're preparing the system for combat use. Suddenly, the electromagnetic signature spikes. Massive power draw. The railgun is firing, not at target. Just test shot. Commander Chen's electronics warfare officer reports, "Ma'am, massive EM pulse, power output equivalent to destroyer-class radar. Duration 0.4 seconds. Directional emission forward of contact." Sonar, did you detect projectile impact? Commander Chen needs confirmation. Did the railgun actually fire, or just cycle power? Negative impact on sonar, ma'am. But, wait, transient contact bearing 315, high-speed object, estimated speed Mach 5 through water, range extending rapidly. It's moving away from us at incredible velocity. This is it. This is proof. China just fired underwater railgun. Super cavitating projectile. Creates bubble of gas around the penetrator. Reduces water resistance to almost nothing. Allows hypersonic speed underwater. Technology that shouldn't exist, but it does, and it works. Stay with me, because this underwater duel reveals the future of submarine warfare. USS Connecticut arrives at 06:28 hours. Commander James Park brings second attack submarine into formation. Now, 2 American subs trail 1 Chinese sub. Connecticut takes position 6,000 yards off the Chinese submarine's port beam. Seawolf maintains trail position astern. Classic Wolfpack tactics. Surround the target. Multiple firing solutions. No escape. The Chinese Type 095 continues testing. 3 more railgun shots over next 2 hours. Each shot travels approximately 8 nautical miles before velocity degrades below supersonic. That's effective range. That's combat capability. Chinese submarine can engage targets 8 miles away with kinetic weapons traveling faster than torpedoes, faster than countermeasures, faster than evasion. Commander Chen contacts Connecticut on secure acoustic link. Connecticut, Seawolf. Target has demonstrated railgun capability. 4 test shots confirmed. Recommend we report and withdraw. This intelligence is critical. Commander Park responds, Negative, Seawolf. Subpac orders us to maintain contact. They want full operational profile. How fast can it reload? What's the maximum rate of fire? What's the power consumption? We need everything. So, the Shadow War continues. 2 American submarines tracking 1 Chinese submarine, 800 feet below surface, in complete darkness, in absolute silence. Only sonar and electromagnetic sensors revealing each other's presence. This is submarine warfare at highest level. Patience, precision, professionalism. One mistake means death. Then the Chinese submarine does something unexpected. It stops. Full stop. Goes to 0 knots. Drifts silently at 750 feet depth. The electromagnetic signature goes quiet. Reactor output drops to minimum. This is ultra-quiet mode. This is counter-detection procedure. They know they're being followed. Commander Chen immediately orders Seawolf to stop. All stop. Silent running. Rig for ultra-quiet. The American submarine goes dead in water. Every non-essential system shuts down. Crew moves in slow motion. No sound. No vibration. Invisible to sonar. This is hiding in plain sight, in 3-dimensional ocean space. USS Connecticut also stops. 6,000 yards away. Also goes ultra-quiet. Now 3 submarines hover motionless in the Bering Sea. Each one listening. Each one searching. Each one trying to detect the others without being detected. This is underwater chess. Patience wins. Movement loses. 30 minutes pass. Nothing. No sound. No movement. Just ocean noise. Biological sounds. Thermal layers shifting. Then the Chinese submarine's reactor output increases slightly. Not much. Just enough to maintain depth control. They're drifting, trying to detect American submarines by forcing them to maneuver. Commander Chen recognizes the tactic. Stay absolutely still. Let the Chinese waste time. Let them think they lost the trail. The American submarines have better acoustic isolation, better anechoic coating, better sound discipline. They can outweight the Chinese. Probably. Another 20 minutes. Then the Chinese Type 095 makes its move. Reactor increases to 15% power. Propulsor engages. 3 knots speed. Turning to starboard. New course, 045 degrees. Heading northeast. back toward Alaska. Commander Chen waits, counts to 300. 5 minutes. Let the contact open range. Let them think they're alone. Then, ahead 1/3, course 045, maintain 5 knots, resume trail. Seawolf begins moving again, smooth, silent, deadly. The hunt continues. But the Chinese submarine isn't running. It's maneuvering for firing position. The railgun system activates again. Electromagnetic signature spikes. But this time, it's different. This time, it's not test shot. This time, it's targeting mode. NavyFirestorm tactical question. How does submarine target another submarine with railgun? A. Active sonar. B. Passive acoustics. C. Electromagnetic detection. Answer depends on signature. Ma'am, the contact just went active sonar. High-frequency pulse. They're pinging. The sonar operator's voice carries urgency. Active sonar means the Chinese submarine is trying to locate American submarines. Active sonar means they're preparing to attack. Active sonar means stealth is over. The high-frequency ping reflects off Seawolf's hull. The Chinese submarine now has exact range, bearing, and depth. They have firing solution, and the railgun charges. Massive power draw. Electromagnetic field builds. They're preparing to shoot. Commander Chen has seconds to decide. Fire first, maneuver, go deeper. Each option has consequences. Fire torpedo and reveal exact position. Maneuver and create noise. Go deeper and lose tactical advantage. No good options, only least bad options. Snapshot Tube 1. Target bearing 045. Range 8,000 yards. Fire when ready. Commander Chen chooses aggression. American submarine doctrine. When detected, attack immediately. Don't give enemy time to shoot first. USS Seawolf's torpedo tube floods. Mk-48 ADCAP heavyweight torpedo loaded. Wire guidance ready. Firing solution calculated. Tube 1 fired electrically. The torpedo launches, swims out of tube, propulsion activates, wire guidance connects. 55 knots speed. Time to target, 4 minutes. But the Chinese railgun fires first. Electromagnetic pulse. Supercavitating projectile accelerates through water. Mach 7 speed. Time to target, 7 seconds. Incoming. High-speed projectile. Bearing 045. Range 8,000 yards closing at Mach 7. The tactical officer's voice cracks. 7 seconds. No time to maneuver. No time to deploy countermeasures. No time to do anything except brace. Commander Chen's training takes over. Emergency deep. Full dive. Deploy decoy. Seawolf's bow planes pitch down maximum angle. Emergency ballast blown. Submarine dives toward crush depth. The decoy ejects. Creates acoustic and electromagnetic signature. False target. 5 seconds to impact. The decoy activates. Broadcasts copied signature of Seawolf. Electromagnetic noise. Acoustic noise. Heat signature. The railgun projectile's guidance system analyzes. 2 targets, 1 diving, 1 stationary. The algorithm chooses stationary target. Higher probability, easier solution. 3 seconds to impact. USS Seawolf passes through 900 feet, 950 feet, 1,000 feet, approaching test depth. Hull groans under pressure. But diving is only way to evade, only way to change depth fast enough. 1 second to impact. The railgun projectile strikes the decoy. Tungsten penetrator. 50 kilograms. Mach 7 kinetic energy. The decoy disintegrates, vaporizes, creates massive acoustic signature. Sounds like submarine dying, sounds like kill. But Seawolf is at 1,050 feet, below the projectile's trajectory. Survived. Barely. Commander Chen levels the submarine. Level off. 1,000 feet. Maintain course. Status report. Ma'am, we're okay. Hull integrity good. All systems nominal. Decoy successfully decoyed the projectile. Our torpedo is still tracking. USS Connecticut witnesses entire engagement. Commander Park sees Chinese submarine fire railgun. Sees Seawolf evade. Sees the opening. Snapshot Tube 2. Target bearing 320. Range 6,000 yards. Fire. Second Mk-48 aid cap launches. Now 2 American torpedoes in water, both tracking Chinese Type 095, one from astern, one from port beam. Classic pincer attack, no escape. The Chinese submarine detects both torpedoes. Their sonar operator reports to captain. 2 American submarines, 2 torpedoes inbound. Railgun needs 90 seconds to recharge. No time. Must evade. Must run. Must survive. The Type 095 turns hard to port. Maximum rudder. Accelerates to 35 knots. Reactor to 100% power. Running. Creating massive noise signature. Stealth is over. Survival is priority. The submarine heads for shallow water. Tries to reach coastal shelf where American torpedoes cannot follow effectively. But Mk-48 aid cap is designed for exactly this scenario. Smart torpedo, adaptive algorithm, 60 knots maximum speed, faster than Type 095's 35 knots. Time to intercept, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. The Chinese submarine deploys countermeasures, acoustic decoys, bubble generators, noisemakers, everything. Creates underwater chaos, tries to confuse torpedo guidance. The first torpedo from Seawolf loses track momentarily. Searches, reacquires, continues pursuit. The second torpedo from Connecticut maintains solid track. Wire guidance active. Commander Park manually steers the weapon. Keeps it locked on target. No decoy will break this track. No countermeasure will defeat human operator. Range, 2,000 yards. Closing. The Chinese captain makes desperate decision. Launch decoy beacon, full power, emergency blow to surface. If they can reach surface, American submarines cannot follow. Surface warfare is different game. Air support available. Escape possible. The Type 095 emergency blows ballast tanks. Submarine rises rapidly. 900 feet, 700 feet, 500 feet. Racing towards surface. The torpedo follows. Adjusts depth. Maintains pursuit. 1,000 yards, 500 yards, 250 yards. Then Commander Park makes strategic call. Cut wire. Program torpedo to circle under target. Do not impact. Repeat, do not impact. We want them to surface. We want them to know we could have killed them. The Mk-48 ADCAP reaches Chinese submarine, passes directly underneath, 50 feet below keel. Close enough to trigger proximity fuse, close enough to detonate, but the warhead stays inert. The torpedo circles, maintains tracking, demonstrates capability. This is warning shot. This is message. We could kill you, but we choose not to. This time. The Chinese Type 095 surfaces. Breaches like whale. 3,500 tons of submarine erupting from ocean. Emergency hatch opens. Crew evacuates to deck. They know American submarines are below. They know they lost this engagement. They know they survived only because Americans allowed it. U.S. Coast Guard cutter alert arrives within 30 minutes, guided by Seawolf's transmitted coordinates. Chinese submarine, this is United States Coast Guard. You have violated U.S. territorial waters. You have conducted weapons testing in American EEZ. You are ordered to remain surfaced and prepare for inspection. The Chinese captain responds in English. American forces, we experienced mechanical emergency. We surfaced for safety reasons. We are now departing your waters. The submarine's diesel emergency propulsion engages. 8 knots surface speed, heading west, away from Alaska. Mission aborted. But USS Seawolf and Connecticut maintain trail, submerged, silent, watching. The Chinese submarine limps away at 8 knots, takes 14 hours to clear US EEZ, every hour tracked by American attack submarines, every hour humiliated by forced surface transit. This is psychological warfare. This is demonstrating dominance. This is teaching lessons. NavyFirestorm analysis. The Arctic Shadow War proves several realities. First, China has operational underwater railgun, limited range but functional. Second, American submarine acoustic superiority still dominates. Chinese submarines cannot hide from U.S. Navy sonar. Third, American torpedoes are faster, smarter, and better guided than Chinese countermeasures. Fourth, U.S. submarine crews are better trained in wolfpack tactics. The electromagnetic railgun data collected by Seawolf and Connecticut goes straight to Naval Sea Systems Command. Engineers analyze every signature, every power draw, every firing cycle, building countermeasures, building defensive systems, building better weapons. China's Ministry of National Defense issues statement 3 days later. Planned submarine conducted routine maintenance operations near Alaska. Mechanical issues required emergency surface. All international laws were followed. Allegations of weapons testing are false propaganda. U.S. Navy releases acoustic data. Shows 4 railgun shots. Shows active sonar pings. Shows Chinese submarine fleeing at maximum speed, shows American torpedoes circling underneath. The evidence is overwhelming. China's denial is laughable. The underwater railgun test near Alaska changes submarine warfare doctrine. U.S. Navy updates rules of engagement. Any submarine detected with active electromagnetic railgun signature is classified as immediate threat. American attack submarines are authorized to engage without additional permission. The threat is real. The response is ready. 3 questions for NavyFirestorm community. First, is underwater railgun practical weapon or desperate gimmick? Second, could Chinese submarine have defeated 2 American attack subs? Third, why did U.S. Navy choose not to sink the Chinese sub? Answer to question 3. Sinking the submarine means killing 60+ Chinese sailors, means definite war, means escalation nobody wants. Better to humiliate them, better to force them to surface, better to demonstrate superiority without bloodshed. And the message is received. Chinese Navy knows American submarines can kill them at will. That knowledge prevents future provocations more effectively than actual sinking. The Arctic Shadow War proved American submarine dominance. 2 attack subs tracked 1 Chinese sub for 8 hours, detected every railgun shot, evaded kinetic attack, launched torpedoes with perfect accuracy, forced enemy to surface, escorted them out of U.S. waters, all without firing shot in anger. This is professional submarine warfare. This is controlled escalation. This is naval supremacy demonstrated through restraint. Superior acoustics, deadly precision, NavyFirestorm, where submarine warfare meets electromagnetic revolution.